And we're sitting down with Caroline Brooks. Now, Caroline's with the Good Lovelies, who are going to be coming up here to Northern Michigan for a fantastic show at the beautiful, beautiful City Opera House in Traverse City. So, Caroline, first things first, tell us a little bit about how the Good Lovelies came together.
Yeah, it's been 18 years, so this is our full-time gig. We've been touring as friends and a trio this is our 18th anniversary. We always mark the Christmas time because it was the time of our very first show. So in 2006, we got together and we put on a show in this kind of like casual bar setting in Toronto, which is where we're from. We're Canadians, we're from Toronto. And we each sang our very sad ballads from our early 20s, and then we collaborated on a few Christmas songs. And the rest is history. We just sort of took off from there. The three-part harmony thing came naturally to us and really resonated with our friends and family. And before we knew it, we were quitting our day jobs and doing this full time. And a real ride.
What does a normal year look like for the group?
Well, I don't know that there is a normal year. It sort of depends on if there are new records out. So we put a new record out in the last year. We've had a very busy 18 months. We put out a new record. It was nominated for a Juno, which is like the Canadian version of the Grammys, which is great. And we also made a record with children's entertainer Raffi, who did Baby Beluga. It was like a really big thing for us. And we toured a lot this year. So we did, by the end of the year, we'll be almost around 80 shows, and we have families and a lot of people who depend on us. So yeah, it's been a really big year. But always, we cap off the year with this Christmas tour. This has been something we've done since the very beginning. And we bring a big band and we play a mix of classics and our own Christmas songs and wintry songs and some originals. So it's a real celebration for us, the end of the year.
How did the collaboration with Raffi come about? That's just it's a name that really at least for me personally, I find synonymous with children's music. So that's quite the accomplishment. How'd that happen?
Yeah, I met Raffi through some activism, some work in climate change activism, and we really hit it off. And then he came to see our show, and we were playing this tiny little show in a house. So there was like 50 people in the room, and it was completely acoustic. So it was just three of us with our instruments singing, and it was so wild because we were singing these sing-alongs. We do a lot of sing-alongs in our show. For those of you who do come to the show, you'll get to sing along a bunch. And people were singing back at us, and I could hear Raffi's voice. He was sitting right in the front row, singing our own songs back at us. It was such a trip. And he said, I'd love you to sing on a couple of songs on my new record. And 2 songs became 6 songs, became 10 songs. So yeah, it's been a really nice experience. And playing to children, we did a few live shows with him. It is a trip playing to a bunch of kids. It's like playing in a bar. It's just wild.
I can imagine the energy is one of a kind when it comes to performing in front of a bunch of children.
Yeah, it's really fun. And we actually really encourage people to come with their families to this Christmas tour in particular. There's a lot of like childish energy and emotion. Like we have so much fun, and Christmas is often it's for kids. So it's really, really special when people bring their families to this show.
This time of year, it's so full of joy. And that's what better way to experience that than with your whole family. Now, let's jump into logistics. Date, time, and most importantly, Caroline, how do people get their tickets?
Okay, so we're coming to Traverse City Sunday, December 8th. And you can grab tickets either through our website or through the City Opera House website. So goodlovelies.com, you can find us there. We're also on socials at Good Lovelies. That's Lovelies. And just come, bring your kids, bring your family, bring your grandparents, everybody. It's a really fun show. And we don't always tour with a full band, but we are bringing the full band down. We call them our merry men. So we have bass, drums, and keys. And then the 3 of us play a bunch of stuff too. It's a super fun show.
So if you want to have a wonderful evening checking out the Good Lovelies and the Merry Men, it's all the information you need to get tickets, research the show, or connect with the Good Lovelies. It's all going to be available after the show today over on 9and10news.com.